On a rainy Saturday afternoon at the Hun School in Princeton, it's time for Hun Girls Soccer as they take on Blair Academy this afternoon as we continue on with homecoming weekend and family weekend here at the Hun School of Princeton. Joe Vasile with you here today. It is, as might be able to hear and see, raining here in Princeton. The rain just started up about 5 minutes ago. Expected to last for the next little while, so at least for the first half of this one, expect some wet conditions down on the turf, and we'll see how much that ends up affecting things out there today. Blair Academy, 3-2 overall on this season. Hun just 1-8 to start its season, but looking to score a big win today, honoring the senior class that has won so much in their 4 years on varsity before the game. We'll see if that helps to lift the Raiders to a victory as we are underway with Blair sending this one down the field all the way into the corner and out of bounds for early Hun throw-in. Hanayani gave it in and quickly played out by Hun just to avoid the run into the box on the side. Underway here today in Princeton. There's some early pressure, long throw in all the way inside. Hun looking to clear and able to get it out of harm's way. Chipped down to the midfield, says some early action down in Hun's defensive third. They're able to weather the storm. Now trying to break out the other way. This is Maddie Shin to a double team. Rolled out. Last touch by the Raiders. So Blair takes it over their head coach, Sensi Middleton. Starting 11 for the Bucks today. Sam Kowalczyk getting the start in goal. Annika Seibel, Maggie Antosik, Sydney Encarnato, Gianna Martic, Val Rosario, Bryn Grant, Tessa Kohler, Morgan Frame, and Ashton Laskowski. Starting 11 for the Bucks in today's matchup. Tosic with the cross, dangerous in front. As just headed high by Bryn Grant. And out of play. And Blair with a couple of early opportunities. And you saw the slickness of the turf kind of playing a role there as Grant, when she landed, just slid and fell down. Some of that momentum. And expect to see, especially early on when things are especially slick out there, turf playing a little bit faster than it normally does. And maybe some missed passes just like that one. These wet conditions, the ball always tends to skip along a lot more on the turf than it does under dry conditions. Rolled in it where Zoe Palmer, the starting keeper for the Raiders, picks it up. Starting 11 for Hun today, it's Palmer, then Maddie Shin, Allie Devlin, Sophia Canuli, Tessa Falcone, Hanayani, Maddie Coe, Liv Spector, Gabby Rollins, Morgan Barnes, and Mackenzie Turner, our head coach Krista Sarbach's group. This is Coe working with it. Trying to get around the defender in Encarnato. Sydney Encarnato committed to play collegiately in the CAA at William & Mary upon her graduation this year. Good challenge on the back line and played out. So first couple of minutes here today, a lot of pressure from the Bucks. Trying to break through for an early tally. Look to back by Grosabel and sent back into the keeper Kowalik. Picked off by Annie. And looking for some help to get it in, and it's a little bit too heavy. On the touch was Maddie Shin. Turnover, Blair Academy will take it back over. Again, pinch down in their attacking third. And that was one of the things that Sensi Middleton, which was looking to see from the team, not only in today's game, but moving forward for the rest of the season, just trying to create more chances in the final third. They've been good on possession, but just trying to create more opportunities and then shooting with precision when those opportunities arise. Find the back of the net more often, which is a common refrain for a lot of coaches at the high school level. Just looking for a little more consistency in finishing on the attack. Tosik ahead. Bryn Grant picks it up on the run down in the corner. Circles back. Cross to the back post. Got past the keeper, Palmer. But the help just wasn't there for the redirection. He's not in time as Gianna Martic crashing down on that far post, but just couldn't get to the spot. It was a little far in front of her. It is raining. So might be able to tell a nice umbrella. Most of the fans in the stands have those. A lot of people have taken cover inside. 5 minutes in, a couple of shots for the Bucks so far. And nothing that's been sent in on nets. Rollins sent that one away. They're able to get to it quickly. Bryn Grant had the quick touch. And collected back for Allie Devlin. Player's really been an anchor of the back line throughout this season for Hun. They're at center back, just workhorse kind of player. Ko. Give it away. It's Anna Grosseibel. Player goes far side. Trying to turn the corner. There's some help back in the middle, but the cross came in too deep. That'll set up a goal kick for Zoe Palmer. Couple of early opportunities. The Blair Bucks, but just not able to find the back of the nets. Couple near misses, though, in the early 7-8 minutes. Controlled by Tessa Falcone. Just a little off the mark, trying to feed Liv Spector. Blair takes it away, dump into the corner. And this one will find its way into the box, collected by Zoe Palmer. Pass just a little bit too ambitious. Tried to play a possession pass back, but Blair picked it off. Trying to chase down Martic in the corner. Sends it back into the middle, but again, a little too in deep, and it goes behind the goal. I've seen a clear strategy in the early going for Blair Academy. They're looking to get down into the corners, looking for the crosses to the middle. Haven't really attempted a ton of runs into the box, just going up on the wings, trying to bang it to the middle that way. Here's a long-range try. All right, Maggie and Tosik that just went right in on goal for Palmer. Dangerous. Nearly wasn't paying attention. Pass intercepted. Good effort, though, by Falcone to try to get it down. She's been flying up and down the field so far. At that top forward spot. Now an opportunity for Blair. A couple players in deep. They got the break and stayed on side, but pass too far ahead, got into Zoe Palmer. Blair forced all the way back into their ends. Ten minutes gone. Blair's been on the initiative for most of this one so far, but here comes Hunt. Working one in deep for the first time. Rolling down to the corner and out on the end line. Out for a goal kick for Kowalik. They're trying to hit some home run passes on their last few possessions. Plates short. I'm trying to pressure up ahead, turn him over. Long pass ahead by Rosario. Ball far side. Martich gets it back to the middle, but cleared out. A Hunt player in the middle able to get a foot on it. We'll go for our first corner kick of the game. Taken by the Bucks. This one swung in looking for a header. Two players got there at the same time. Unable to clear it outside of the 18. Blair hangs on to the possession. Played back in. Wide open backside. The redirection went wide left. Antisic bearing down on the backside of that play, and a dangerous one for Blair as they came that close. Outlet taken away. Hunt having a hard time getting out of their own ends. As a Kohler was one who was ridden all the way out to the wing, doing that defensive work on the pressure. Almost play this one like a corner as it goes into Palmer. Picks it out of the air. Came out of her hands for a second, but luckily for her, it was nothing but Hunt players all around. Little suplex there draws the foul. Raiders played short. Quick touch pass. Ko drops it. Devlin. Back to Barnes. Comes Blair again. And Grant inside, and she scores. Grant had it on the run up the middle. And Blair takes a 1-0 lead 15 minutes in. Right up the middle. Grant just one-on-one with Palmer. Went to make a commitment to go one way or the other. Came up off the line. And Grant makes it 1-0 Blair. That's what makes the Bucks so dangerous, is their size and their speed and their ability to do just this. Adisek has it taken away. Long pass ahead, couldn't hit her, and a whistle for offside, I think. Is that the call? Yeah. Flag up on the far side, so they're going to bring this one up to about the 20-yard line or so of the football field. It's getting really, really wet and slippery. Seeing players hitting the turf on both sides. Devlin looking for somewhere to go with this. Quick start for Palmer with the throw far side. Tried to link it ahead, but Ashton Laskowski able to track it down and eventually cleared all the way down the fields by the Bucks. And going to get Blair for offside on that. It's about as far up as you'll see an offside call. At 50 yards away from the goal. 99 times out of 100, you just kind of let that one go. Pass up ahead, Blair in behind the defense again. That's going to force Palmer out off her line to pick it up. And the quick start. The Raiders trying to catch Blair back in numbers. Rolls out, and both teams going to make substitutions. On for Hun, it's Mika Escalona. Kenzie Schreiber, one of the captains, checks in for Blair Academy. So played all the way back to Kowalik. Keeper hasn't seen a ton of action back there today. Junior out of Hackettstown, New Jersey, in northwestern part of the state. Again, he's not able to control that one in bounds. So 1-0 lead for Blair. It's the goal by Bryn Grant at 25-45. One back by the Bucks. Devlin trying to get there for Hun. Beaten out by Grant. Yanni slows it down. As the rain continuing to fall. Getting a little bit harder as things have gone on. Perfect weather for a soccer game. They're looking to generate themselves an opportunity. Here's Grant sending this one in on net. Covered up by Palmer. It's a smart move on a day like today for Palmer. You're going to get a slick ball coming in. You just got to kind of get it and make sure you cover up so it doesn't slip out. Wacky things can happen when the weather gets weird. Strong through the tackle. And then taken away. Just a little too heavy on the dribble. And again, the ball skipping along a little better than it normally does. With the wet turf. Raiders shin it down, but went right back by the Bucks. All ahead, Grant giving chase, but once again, there's Palmer. Step up. Bucks continuing to possess. Nice move. Play it back to the middle. Turner had the touch. Turner, a shot from Spector. It works its way into Kowalik, and Raiders starting to provide some opportunities for themselves. Their first shot on goal today. Trailing 1-0 though, a little bit more than halfway through the first half. There's a Bryn Grant goal in the 15th minutes. Trip up. And a seg. More subs for both teams. Two new players checking in for Blair. Tess Falcone coming in. Take another look at the one goal today. Grant just on that breakaway right up the middle. With great size and speed. Just a little bit too much on that run. And able to beat Palmer one-on-one. Seibel had it away. Pass ahead with Grant giving chase. Palmer chips it over to the sideline. Big collision, but kept in bounds for minutes, and then Bucks ball. It's a pretty physical play out of both teams in the early going today, and officials have really been letting them play. Nice move. And Garnado able to play it away in the center mid. Really hard worker. Cleared out, but the Raiders going to keep the pressure on. Just flipped in. Blair gets it out of their defensive third, but again, Hun still on it. Run up the middle, extra touch, and just a little too much on it. Another collision, and whistle blows against Blair this time. Bucks a set piece from 45 outs. Chance to serve this one up and try to get a shot off and converts. Rollins to take it. Sent in, and it gets through. Past Kowalik and in. A goal from 45 yards out for Gabby Rollins. Oh, he said when the weather gets funky, sometimes just weird things end up happening. And that's one of them, with Kowalik coming up trying to make it. The ball skipped down, didn't take the jump she thought, and finds the back of the net. Tied at 1 with about 15 minutes left. Extra breath of winds. The sails of the Raiders. The rain starting to lighten up. Tide's turning, but here comes Bryn Grant. Looking for her second. Gets in deep, pushed outside, and ridden out to the corner for goal kick. Another look at the collision that led to the foul and that free kick, and then the goal from Rollins. Nice play ahead. Antisik back to the middle, looking for some help. Play ahead. Almost an opportunity. Just couldn't possess it cleanly. About 20 outs. There's some horrible feedback coming right now through the stadium. Whoever has the PA microphone is standing a little too close to some metal, I think. Piercing. Another long ball ahead, but flag up for an offside against the Bucks. You know that screeching noise, I don't even know if people at home could hear it, but reminds me of those old ringtones for your phone that were so high-pitched that teachers weren't supposed to be able to hear it. Because over a certain age, can't hear high frequencies. I don't know if those still exist anymore. I might just be too old to be able to hear them. Another chance for Hun. Turner. Turned away. Pressure still on for the Raiders, though. Falcone played it back. Collected by Spector. Sends the drive ahead. This one gets in. All the way to Kovalik, but they were offside, so it didn't matter. To the Maggie Antosik, working inside. Her shot goes wide left. She's trying to get it away. She saw a little bit of a window of opportunity and tried to take it, but missed the near post. I'm trying to move now inside. 10 minutes left to go in the first. Falcone. Pass disrupted and taken away. Short passing by the Raiders. Then taken away again. This time stepping in the way of it, Mackenzie Schreiber. After Blair really dominated possession over the first 10-15 minutes. They're much more tilted in favor of Hun as Blair just continues to try to hit big passes ahead. They've come close a couple of times off those after they scored their lone goal on a breakaway. Not been able to connect cleanly the last couple of times. Whistle of foul against Blair as Liv Spector hit the deck after some contacts. This one played short. Turner. Up high in the pressure. Slammed off a Blair player out. Or was it? No. Subs coming out of both teams. Away and out of bounds. Goal kick, or rather a corner kick coming up for the Bucks. Anna Martic is trying to cross it back to the middle, and so that was what Blair was doing well early on, starting their runs, getting the ball out to the corners, then looking for crosses where they started to try to stretch Hun out. with big passes up the middle. This one comes in looking for a header, and this one creamed off of Bryn Grant and out for a goal kick. So Blair now 0 for 2 on their corner kick tries as Grant go up and just unable to accurately put that one in on net. She got the takeaway. Tried for the cross, but unable to play it well. Rosario, free to the ball. Here come the Raiders. Long pass ahead. Couldn't link it to Turner. Martich able to play it in. Feed it back for Grant, bearing down, and Palmer able to get her mitts on it. Antosik in this corner. Cross deflected, and again Palmer able to get there for the air ball. We've seen Zoe Palmer very comfortable coming out catching crosses today. She's had plenty coming close to her. No one able to get to the second ball as it rolls out. Grant using physicality. Couldn't complete the run into the box, controlled by Hun. Going to try to get it out of their own ends. They do successfully by flipping the fields. Inside 4 minutes left to go in the first half. 90% of the way home in this one. Martich. And a nice burst over the last few minutes for Blair. Foul on Huns. It's the Bucks up. Set piece just outside, 40 yards out. Already seen one goal from about this territory today. Swing comes in, couple of hops, and there was Palmer. Come and grab it. And Grant crashing down. Trying to put away her second, but Palmer able to get there first. Headed along and foul on Blair with just outside of 2 1/4 left to go. Split the difference.
Oh yeah, I saw you off the side.
It's a sick ahead. Good step up. Turner sends the shot in and wide rights. A wide try from Turner. But another opportunity with about 90 seconds left. Plays this one short again. Hunt pressing up. Less than a minute to go. Both teams hoping to set themselves up for one last big push in the first half. Try to take a lead into halftime. Quick restart. Chase down in the corner. And he couldn't win the possession. Rolls out off her for Blair throw. And Grisable comes up. Quickly punched out. Not able to keep this one in bounds. 7 seconds left in the first half. Not even going to really bother to get this one away, as we'll just say that does it for half number one from the Hun School. 40 minutes in the books. It's Blair 1 and Hun 1. Take a step aside, back with the second half right here from Princeton. Back at the Hun School, getting ready for the second half of our varsity girls soccer matchup today. Between the Raiders and the Blair Bucks, all tied up at 1. Joe Vasile with you in Princeton, New Jersey, here at the Hun School on Homecoming and Families Weekend. It has been just a really great atmosphere on campus all weekend long. Kicked off last night, boys soccer fighting to a draw with Blair. Field hockey, a 2-1 overtime winner against the Bucks. And now a really good one. Girls soccer. Bucks took an early 1-0 lead. 15-minute in. Bryn Grants on a breakaway, able to put one in behind Zoe Palmer. And then Gabby Rollins evened it up in the 25th minute off a free kick from about 35, 40 yards out. Just incidentally skipped in behind Sam Kowalik. So all tied up at 1. Early on in the second half, quick run here on the right side. Trying to get it back to the middle, but Artich had her cross played away. So that strategy a lot in the first half for Blair. Really doing two things predominantly. Trying to get it down into the corner and then cross it in. We're looking for a big home run pass up the middle and a breakaway, which is how they got their one goal today. Then they tried that a lot afterwards. This is a look at that Grant goal. Bryn Grants and Liv Spector both had a quick chat with the referee. There's been some physicality throughout this one, and maybe that was just hey, let's careful here a little bit. We don't want things to escalate or something of that nature. The foul city, and Coronado will take it. Lefty outswinger. Grant with it sitting right in front of her, pops up into the air. And there's Zoe Palmer to pick it away. Well, that's not Palmer. They made a change in net in the second half. Ellie Godusky in at keeper. Number 00. Deep throw in coming for Blair. Frame came all the way up to enter it. Back to the middle. Grant, ground ball shot. The diving play to the right. Godusky. Foul slows down the Raiders' fast break. Rosario. Back for Incarnato. And in goal for Kowalik. Good job by the Raiders press to force Blair all the way back, and great job by the Bucks to not try to force things anyway. Here's the interception. Cross back to the middle, and Kowalik was there to pick it out of the air. Nice play. That was Allie Devlin stepping up. Devlin's trying to start the counter, had it taken away for a moment. Right back on it, trying to find a pass ahead, but it's shielded out of bounds. Couldn't quite get it to Mackenzie Turner. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Teams fighting back and forth. Physicality continuing as Tessa Kohler takes it away. Rain for most of the first half. Rain let up a little while ago and it's been dry since, but the turf's still very wet. Getting some suboptimal conditions. Things definitely a lot better than they were 25 minutes ago. One pass ahead. Canuli got there. Just to break it up. Got to the second, but then stolen away right into a double team. Turner flips the field far side. Good move. Espinosa ahead. Try to get it to Turner, but just deflected by Blair player Morgan Frame, senior defender with Dallas, Texas. Way up ahead. Artich trying to get there and does. Has some help in the middle, finds the cross there, but Devlin stepped in front. Still in danger. What a play by Devlin to break that one up. Headed in by Grant and played by Gaduski. Allie Devlin really helping to set the tone defensively. The Raiders. Look at their head coach, Krista Sarbach. Sarbeck is just speaks very high of the work that Devlin does back there and the effect she has on her teammates. It's that heart and soul of the defense. Grants turns and fires, looking far post, but goes well wide. And out for a goal kick for Gaduski. I'll play this one short. Pretty much all sixes have been going short today. Here's a quick try from the far side, buried. And Blair goes back in front, a quick interception. And a long-range missile finds the right post. Aggie and Tosic with a heads-up play to just get it in. Tosic makes it 2-1. Bucks. After they dominated early, Hun then controlled for a large swath of the second. Now Blair back in front, and a half hour to try to preserve this 1-goal lead. Collected defensively. Sent near side to Canuli. Both teams substituting, moving some players around in different positions. Another look at that goal. Right on the other side of the light pole and sent on in. It's a great angle. Blair not content with a 1-goal lead. Coronado sends this one away. Gets the header just wide left. That was Grant. And such a focal point of the attack for Blair today. Martic, what a move. Finds help back in the middle. Redirect in front. Devlin got a piece of it and then cleared out. The pass ahead for Martic rolls out in the corner. Boy, a dangerous ball right in front. The first try got past Grant. There was help right behind. With Eliadowski down on the turf. And a Devlin, Ali Devlin, able to make the play. Right back on it, Grant giving chase, but not able to get there as it rolls in a keeper. Spector. Kohler. Help ahead. Takes it wide. Grant working inside and soft shot covered up by Gadowski. Blair looking to pick up their first Maple win of this season. Lost to the Pennington School in their Maple opener. 1-0-2 in Maple play. They lost their last game to Pennington on Wednesday. Good step up. Chip near side, Escalona. No one home. And handball against Sophia Canuli. Just got caught in an awkward possession, and it came up and got her on the right arm. Coronado to take the free kick. This one sent directly in on nets and played easily. Well, Bucks were set up as if they were going to crash. Instead, Incarnato is using that as a dummy to send one directly in. To 1 Bucks. Less than 25 minutes left to play. Lifted ahead. Bryn Grant. Kohler. Through the pressure from Escalona. And just swept aside by Canuli. Been very active defensive today, especially in the second half. Blair on it. Chipped ahead by Martage. All right, collected back by Morgan Barnes. Made it to net, and then Devlin. Long as 2 players up on the press. Blair ended up forcing a bad pass and a turnover. Slow advance. Right back to the middle, pass ahead. Turner giving chase. Outrun to the ball, but Escalona there. Move to stay strong on it. Spector fires one in. All right to Kowalik, who picks it out of the air. Some activity now the other way, quickly breaking out the Bucks. Gonna catch Hunt in transition. Grant chasing down, sends the shot to the right post, just wide, but she was offside anyway. Wouldn't have counted. Teams making subs, can see a lot of tired players out there. Shot from Spector. Almost kicked right to Kowalik, just right at her. "21 minutes to go, just over half of the second half remaining. Foul the Bucks will help Blair take a second to get organized and boom this one down the field. Spector take the kick, and Spector, one of the players in this one, going on to continue his soccer playing career next year up at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York. And well offside was Brent Grant. They've had a lot of offside calls against Blair today. Trying to hit these passes up ahead, and sometimes they come just a split second too late. That time Grant just was not in position. Raiders trying to capitalize. Player wearing 23 had it for a second. Shot from Spector comes in on a hop, and it's played by Kowalik. To see how far offside Grant was. You don't need the VAR system to review that one, I don't think. Tangled up, and as Turner going down for Hun and sets them up in a pretty good spot. Just outside the corner of the box, about 20 yards out. Spector the swing, looking for help backside. The redirection goes in. Kowalik got her hands on it. It ended up ringing the post and bouncing in, and Hun has tied it at 2. There was some traffic inside. Couple of Hun players all crashing down. And a little bit concern here for Sam Kowalik as well, who's been slow to get up in net. He is now up to her feet and stretching out her left leg. Another look at the goal. Starting with a really good serve. Looked like it was, is it Rollins again? Take a look at 17. Yeah, Gabby Rollins with her second.
Raider goal scored by Gabby Rollins, your second of the game.
All tied at 2, a new game with 18:20 left to play. We're at the college level. They've gotten rid of the OTs. Not here in high school. Still playing 2 10-minute golden goals. This one remains tied, but something tells me we're not done with scoring in regulation. There's just been too much back and forth, too many opportunities for both teams today. Here, someone's gonna put a third one away. Just a question of who. Way things have gone, probably Gabby Rollins, but we'll see. She's had herself a heck of a game.
Like the football game? Well, my brother's on the football team. Here? Yeah. So, I think I'm doing Canada.
There's Rollins. Big collision. Foul on the Raiders.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, then you get to stop it.
Yeah.
Grant giving chase, and she's whistled for being offside. Brent Grant just so dangerous. Picking up the ball on the run like that. Just needs to be more careful. One more look at the goal from this angle, just read beautifully by Rollins, crashed in, got herself in the perfect position. This goes against the Raiders. Chance for the Bucks now. Set piece this right around the same part of the field that Hunt just scored from. Just on the other ends. Grant headed it wide right. Kept alive. Tosick back. Played up and controlled. Eliganowski starts it off with a roll up the middle. Here come the Raiders. Devlin.
There's food over there. Somebody. Hot dogs, food pork,
Shoot time out here. Hunt player needs to relace her cleat up, so stop the clock with 14:22 left. Tied at 2. Goal in the first half for each team. One in the second for Blair Academy. It's been Bryn Grants and Maggie Antosik with their 2 goals. Abby Rollins has both the tallies for the Raiders today. "14 minutes to play. Right side, Kohler to the middle.
on, Hannah.
Tosick back to the middle and cleared out by Allie Devlin. Minutes left. On a box-to-box play. Dumped head into the corner. Grant giving chase and sent out of bounds off her shin pads for goal kick. Both these teams fighting hard, playing with a great spirit out there. Homecoming weekend and Families Weekend here at Hun. So it pops over the top. Backed up well. Tessa Falcone's on it. Now Spector. Spector had the assist on Rollins' goal. She's been a big assist machine this year.
Go, Hannah.
Long pass ahead, picked off by the Bucks.
I had no idea this until like a little while ago.
Physical tackle. Run ahead. Up on the near side for Grant, but Devlin with a big play. Slow down the advance. Good tackle and a clean one. Fighting for it. Team's refusing to give an inch. Escalona. All these passes just having so much trouble getting through clean. And a foul on Hun. Just 10 minutes left to play, all tied at 2 in the second half. Devlin ahead, intercepted. As Kohler stepping in front again. It's been all over the place today, and especially so in the second half. Corner kick coming up for the Bucks, their third of the match. Hunt still doesn't have a corner today. It's a big one coming late. And Coronado over to take it. Good serve, head in by Grant. There to get to it, who else? Gabby Rollins. Dropping back defensively, got herself in position to make the play. Eight and a quarter left to play. Kick goes short. One was there for a second. Played ahead, and here comes the Raiders. Forced all the way back. Martich. Just a possession pass to Ashton Leskowski. Blair will flip it around. Boy, Hunt really packing it into the midfield here. Trying to give no lanes. It's really well organized on the press. The pass just off the foot for Canuli. Canuli gets there. There she goes. Help up ahead, but the pass off the mark. Inside 7 minutes left to play. Raiders get to the second.
No, it's just right in there.
Barnes. Right to a Blair player. And here's the dangerous Bryn Grant. In a double team, taken down, no whistles either way. And now an injury timeout with 6:15 left to go. Take another look at what happened and just hitting the deck hard at the end of that. Really, really scary stuff. During the injury timeout, teams being given the opportunity to go back and huddle up. We'll take a step aside and hopefully some good developments.
That's sort of what we're laughing about. It's not like I don't think there's
Out of the injury timeout with Olivia Spector. A couple opportunities lately for Blair. Come close. With this one all tied up at 2. Bucks have never trailed in this one. They've led by 1 goal on 2 separate occasions. Both times Hunt has been able to come back and tie it up. Out of the injury timeout. Spector was brought off the field on a cart, being attended to right now. Yellow card. Yellow card warning. Coming out on Kaylee Jacobs. First booking of the day. As you see the little extracurricular activity on the end of that one. And not the fun kind of extracurriculars like chess club, whatever you did. Big pass ahead. Here comes Antosic with the shot in, knocked down, but a loose ball just outside the 6, and eventually picked up. Another big opportunity for the Bucks, trying to break this 2-2 draw. Inside 5 minutes left in regulation. Raiders have it. Dump into the corner. Raiders giving chase, trying to get there. And not able to set up a goal kick. Sam Koalik. Started off shorts. Martic. Pass disrupted and broken up. Tosic ahead again, and just too far in front of her with inside 5 minutes, or rather inside 4 minutes left to go in regulation. Still tied at 2. Blair kind of reverting back to trying to hit some big through balls. Now Hunt trying to take a page out of that book. Up and in, it'll be a deep throw in for Blair. But opportunity for the Raiders just to pin the Bucks back in their own ends. Win a possession that way.
How did you get it dry? It's not.
You should sit down and you wait.
Two and a half to play. And down for a goal kick. Blair's been playing these short all game. He'll do so again here. It was a bit of a risk doing that. No good to see Spector back in. Tripped up. And the whistle on Blair's Gianna Martic. 1:45 left to play. Serve in. Gotten to first by the Bucks and eventually cleared out to the midfield. Right to Spector, who had it taken away. What a whistle. And another set piece chance. 1:08 left to go. Quick restart sent up. Raiders trying to swarm to it. Spector. Pass not kept in. Play it back with 43 seconds. Pass ahead, picked off. It's another chance here for Blair. 32 seconds. Cleared out to the midfield. $15. Raiders hanging on. 2 seconds left, and that will do it for the second half here in Princeton. 80 minutes in the books. We are still tied at 2. That means we're headed into overtime. We'll take a step aside. We'll come back with the first overtime period when we return here from the Hun School. And welcome you back to the Hunt School of Princeton, where 80 minutes not enough to determine a winner between Blair and Hunt today. Tied at 2 into the first overtime period. It is 2 10-minute golden goal overtimes to determine a winner. If nobody scores at the end of that, well, then we'll just call this one a draw. Something tells me, though, somebody will score within the course of this overtime, as there's just been too many opportunities that both teams have had to score throughout this game today, and you just really get the feeling that someone is going to break through in OT and will avoid a draw today. Bryn Grant, the first goal scorer for Blair, was on that one and has it deflect out of bounds. That'll set up an early corner kick. Rado sends it in. The header deflects out. Popped along, out of bounds. And it'll be another corner kick. It's back-to-back corners for Blair. There are only 3 corner kicks in total in all of regulation, and 2 quick ones here in the first OT. So under the back post. It's in deep redirection. Woo! Flies in high, hits off a defender. And then the follow-up try goes out of bounds. Nearly caught a Hunt player right in the noggin. That first shot. Trying to keep the pressure on though. Raiders breaking out of their own ends. Send the pass up to the midfield, but picked off by Grace Curran. And a short tackle. Foul on the Raiders, and another set piece chance for Blair. They're really stacking these up over the first couple minutes of OT. This one swung in well, redirect wide left. That went off a Hunt player, and so it's going to be another corner kick for Blair. So how about that? Blair had 3 corners in regulation in the first 2.5 minutes of overtime. They've got now 3 corners, matching what they did throughout the first 80 minutes. Lights starting to come on here at the Hunt School. Darkening skies overhead. The rain has been done for a while now. Garnado had the swing. Sent outside of the box, but again, it'll stay with Blair's. They've just had all the possession in the first 3 minutes of OT. Really buzzing. Kohler. And out of bounds. Throw in for Hun.
It's still all wet.
Foul the Bucks. Spector hitting the deck. Spector was shaken up later stages of the second half, but was able to return.
Yeah, I thought.
Still a try, and I hope.
For the big pass, just not able to chase it down. Antisek. Here's the second goal scorer for the Bucks today. They got their 2 goals, one of the first. That was by Bryn Grant. Antisek got hers about 10 minutes into the second. Both scores for Hun today belonging to Gabby Rollins. What about the 15-minute mark in the first? One with 18:30 to play in the seconds. And we've been deadlocked ever since then. His shot sent out, nearly took out a couple of cheerleaders who were getting ready for the football game later. They've been practicing. See off the distance the Blair Bucks football team warming up. The Hun football team was milling about. Let's look at the game-tying goal in the second.
Oui. Sur la ligne de 50 là, là-bas.
Grant tried to play it back across and did. Sarah Seibel on it. First time we've seen her a little bit. Shot from long range, right in from Anna Seibel. Made by Ellie Godusky, who came on in goal in the second half after Zoe Palmer had the first half for Hun. Made the change at halftime. Godusky's been in there since, starting here at OT. Inside 4 minutes left to go in the first overtime period. Cross ahead, no one quite home. Gianna Martic was over trying to flag that one down, but just ran out of room.
Where is he? No. Oh, yeah. Look at Enzo on the golf cart.
Hun just really struggling to maintain any kind of possession during this first OT. It's been pretty much all Blair. Grant had it for a second, then cleared out of harm's way and into the Blair defensive third. First time the ball's really made its way back there this entire OT. Less than 2.5 minutes to go. Raiders trying to capitalize. They get the turnover. Pass up ahead. With some help in the middle. It was Mackenzie Turner having it taken away. Stay with Hun. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the first OT. Turn in the corner. Shot comes in. Rebound! Sent right in. And the save made as Anna O'Driscoll was right there. Pardon, Maddie Coe was right there. And sent it right to Kowalik. Minute and a half left to go in the first OT. Still tied at 2. But a huge chance there for Blair. Wallach was down on the ground. The shot just went right to her. Turning a chance. Here come the Raiders. And tripped up in the box. Just on the run, no whistle. Another look at that last chance. He's also very close to an offside. You see Coe just inside the 5. Seconds left to go in the OT to play the goal kick short. 15 seconds, maybe an opportunity for one last big rush. In desperation, here's Gabby Rollins. Pass intercepted with 5 seconds left. And that'll do it for the first overtime period. Here at the Hun School, still tied at 2. With one more OT to go, we'll take a 2-minute step aside. Second overtime coming up your way next from Princeton. Start of overtime number 2. We're at the Hun School, all tied up at 2. Huge chance late in that first OT. Maddie Coe on the follow-up off the initial shot.
Who's the net?
Nearly able to put it in.
It's not? Oh. Well, you
Now
literally just
one
said
final
somebody's playing
golden
right
goal
now.
period. And if
Oh, she
no
plays
one ends up
Blair?
scoring, then
I
we'll
thought
end
she was
up
I thought she was only a goal.
just calling it a draw here today. What a match it's been, though. On hosting Blair, homecoming and family weekends. Got some Kohler with it. Teams switch sides here at OT. Raiders trying to fight for possession. Sent out by Blair. Each team scored 1 in the first half. Each team scored 1 in the second. Blair has never trailed in this one.
People are gonna have to move for seniors in the front. I don't know. I might not go into the section. I think I'll go freshman. Look at Ben with the full send flag. The big flag, full send. Full send.
And Cardinado starts it ahead. Off the whistle, here comes Blair. Big collision, no whistle, we play through. Been a very physical game today. Head a little bit too far in front. Just see how tired everyone is, and the body language from both teams, the effort that's been put in today, how hard they've all been fighting. Chance of the cross the middle, no one there, but mishandled by Blair. Rare miscue on the back line for the Bucks today. Ends up rolling out. This will set up the first corner kick of the game. for the Hun Raiders. Wild that it comes in the second overtime period. Maybe a Spectre will send this one away. Header goes wide late. As Coe went up, made the contact, just couldn't direct it in on nets. 6.5 left to play in OT. Spectre trying to start to clear. Coe on it. Here's a both ends hitting the turf. Bucks with it. And just everyone getting wrapped up and going down. Possession stays with Blair. Garnado. Up ahead and whistle of foul against Blair Academy from inside, fighting for that one. Just about halfway through the second OT. Looks like the first, Blair's had a lot of possession in this one, but a couple of chances for the Raiders. Pass ahead. 3 players up. Wing Martic on the right. Pass drop back. No one could get there. Here for a moment. Bucks back on it. 4.5 to go. Long range try, seeking the crossbar, and it finds its way in. And the Bucks take this one in overtime, 3-2. From 30 yards out, just snuck in below the crossbar. And Blair victorious. And they take the win to pick up their first win in Maple play this season. Another look at the strike from Sarah Grisibel, just underneath. And the Bucks winners here today. So that wraps things up for us here today for this one. What an amazing match between Blair and Hun. For the entire crew and Play-by-Play Productions, Joe Vasile, so long for now from Princeton. We'll talk to you next time.